Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which has continued to hold above a high that we made at around the $0.3575 mark, and at the time of this recording we have also managed to break above the 20-day MA. We have also fully maximized the target area that I had given you in my previous videos, and we have continued to show a bit of strength to continue pushing even higher. And before I give you my next target areas and also get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making a high at around the $0.26 mark in what I'm terming as that wave 1 to the upside. And after seeing the high for that first wave, we started a corrective structure in what I'm terming as the formation of that second wave, where we also saw this ABC corrective structure, having the wave C fully maximizing the formation of that wave 2. And after seeing the low for that second wave, we expected another bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which has done the minimum that we expected that wave 3 to the upside to do, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gave me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.3506 mark, which is a target area that we fully maximized. Then after seeing the high for that wave 3, we expected a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 4, which retraced back into this red target area. And after seeing the low for that fourth wave to the lower side, whatever we expected next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and I believe that is what is still playing out, and getting to see whether we have fully maximized our target area here in the formation of this wave 5, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.5177 mark, which is a target area that we have now fully maximized, and we have continued pushing even higher and made a high at around the $0.55 mark in what we are terming as the formation of that wave 5. And after seeing this 5-wave structure, I believe now Fantom has now completed an even larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. So I'm still terming this 5-wave structure to the upside as a larger Elliot wave count 1, and after seeing the high for that first wave, whatever we expect next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2 before we can expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And because the fib level 1.618 was just a minimum target area here on the Fantom chart, there are still chances of continuing to push even higher, and the high that we make, I'll still be terming that high as the high for that first wave to the upside. But for now, I believe we have done the minimum that I expected it to do, and there are chances of having seen the high for this first wave to the upper side. And the next move that we can expect over here is a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2, using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that first wave to the high of that wave 1. Then that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which lies between the $0.3642 mark and the $0.3178 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that second wave to the lower side to do. And since we are still trading above the 20-day MA, we still have room for us and the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher. So we still need to have in mind that there are still chances of making one more high before we can start this corrective structure to the lower side to fully maximize our target area down here. This is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios, but that doesn't mean that there is no room for us to make one more lower high before we can start this corrective structure, and that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios. And also taking a look at the indicators before I jump to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios, and also a key area on the Fibonacci that we have managed to break above here on the RSI. on the 4-hour RSI, we are trading at around the 63 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support further movements to the upper side and also to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we're also seeing an increase in the buying volume here on the MACD, still supporting higher prices here on the Fantom chart. So let's be patient and see how that plays out here on the 4-hour chart. And jumping to the daily chart so that I can show you an area here on the Fibonacci's that we have managed to break above. Here on the daily chart, if I connect the Fibonacci's from these low prices that we had been trading within to the all-time high, that gives me an area on the Fibonacci's, that is the Fib level 0.88, which perfectly lies at around the $0.44363 mark, and that is an area that we needed to manage to break above for us to say that we are getting back into the recovery phase here on the Fantom chart. And as long as we are holding above that key area on the Fibonacci, then there are chances of continuing to push even higher. And giving you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2. And in that move to the lower side, we have seen our low at around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that second wave. And after seeing the low for that wave 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, where I have a target area here on the daily chart back to the Fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.7395 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Fantom to do in case we continue pushing even higher. So that is what I'm expecting on the short term and also on the long term scenarios, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.